first of all, DMGP has been away from the big arenas now for 1 year. We were here actually in Konserthuset in Copenhagen last year, but this year we're back in Hanning in Boxen. What warranted the decision to scale down last year and now scale back up this year?
The decision last year was to, it is a show that we like to test out in different areas at different scenes. Last year we had the opportunity to be back here. Normally this building, DR Konserthuset, is booked long time in advance, but we have to have the scene for quite a long time, for 14 days or something. But the opportunity was there, and then we thought, well, that we would like to try it in a scene built for music performance and not in a sports arena, and to try that out. But before that, we've had like a lot of years where it was out in the country, in Jutland, Fyn, and other cities at Zealand, and it has a beauty to it as well to bring the party around the country and be where the Danes are and into other parts of Denmark, and it is a sort of how we normally do. So I think we are more back to normal this year, but had a certain opportunity last year.
Obviously, in the last couple of years, Denmark has unfortunately struggled to make it to the grand final of Eurovision. How would you say that could have impacted the selection of artists and songs in this year's DMGP?
We've been through a long analysis of what went wrong, and we've been, also when it went wrong the year before and so on. Which buttons should we turn, and how should our strategy change? And last year we spent a lot of time doing a bit analysis of what it takes, and what sort of songs would have have what it takes to both be great in Dansk Melodi, but also make the cut to the final in Eurovision. And we keep getting more and more clever on this very complex thing. It's at least for a Danish music industry, it's not, maybe it's different, for example, in Sweden, where you have such a long history, but in Denmark it takes some time both for the musicians and the industry to sort of know what it takes and get it quite right, or 100% right, and also for us who makes it to be aware of all these details that has to be 100% in order to make it in Eurovision. It's such a hard competition. The level of quality is raising and raising and raising. So it's really tough. So you have to be tough and really ambitious. And we've been that all the time, but are more and more aware of what it takes and how to prepare the Danish songwriters. And also this year, for example, there are quite a few Swedish songwriters and producers who's part of some of the songs, and I think you will hear and see on stage that the international level is up to 10.
And so you're talking a bit about all these songwriters, and so there must come in quite a few songs. How difficult would you say it is to narrow that down to only 8, which of those we will see in Hanning in March?
It's really hard to. There are so many great songs, being sent in, and whose given to us to, hey, could this be a part of the show? So to pick out 8 is a hard job, it's quite hardcore to be so alert on is the artist right, is the song right, is there a performance element to it? Do you have the whole package? So that's what we're looking for, and some of it you can also sort of have a good dialogue with the teams but there are also things you can't control because maybe the artist has written the song, and you can't just choose and pick and change artist or have an artist and take a song from another team and so on. It is sort of quite integrated into each other. So that process is very fun and very long, and it takes a lot of energy. But we really spend a lot of time, and we have had even more, working even closely together with with the teams this year to make everything perfect.
And just finally, how do you balance making a family show for the Danish audience as well as making a show that will be used to select a competitive entry for the world's biggest song contest?
It is quite a balance to find, because Dansk Melodi is something else and has a long tradition, and it's been around for almost 70 years, so a lot of people have traditions and thoughts of what it should be like, and Eurovision is something else and is moving so fast forward these years. During the last maybe 5 or 6 years, it has been a revolution, I think, in what that contest is about. So it is a hard job, but I think we've found a way to have songs and artists that sort of works in both areas. And then for the more traditional part of what Dansk Melodi is, there are also the opportunity to bring in other acts as a halftime act and so on, which we've done with some legends from Dansk Melodi, Birte Kjær, who's like one of the biggest ones, and last year's winner, Zappa. So we are trying to find the balance by doing things like that.
Yeah, and we wish you all the best of luck with the production and the coming weeks of rehearsal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.